That picture at the beginning of the video is a picture of my little girl Leona, who is two years old, coming up 3 years old. She's incredibly intelligent. I mean, for her age, she can count from 1 to, majority of the time, 20. When she puts her mind to it, she can get there. She's a happy, fun, bubbly child, like any normal 2-year-old. It's hard to explain the way she is, especially when she's with me. It's just perfect. The time we spend together is full of joy and happiness, and then in 2 short hours it has to end, and it goes on like that for 3 days of the week, and then the rest of the time I'm left on my own, sat at home, not knowing what she's doing. I don't have a clue what she's doing with her life, what book she's reading, what program on CBB she loves at the moment. I barely even know her shoe size. I don't get told these sort of information, because on August the 24th, 2011, a very, very sick, gone in the head man hurt my little girl. I had no idea on what had actually happened. I had to spend about 10-15 minutes begging this man to take us to the hospital. I was terrified for my daughter's life. I was so distraught in what was going on, and yet somehow she was the one comforting me through it all. I was cuddling her, I was in bits, and yet she had her hand on my cheek as if to say, it's all going to be okay, mummy. But then, because of me not knowing what was happening, I was arrested along with the man that had done the deed, where I was told at the hospital what had actually happened to my little girl. And it was that point my whole world fell apart. The day after, I was made to sign forms to sign her into temporary foster care, saying that it was only a temporary situation until everything had gone to trial and everything was solved and everything was done with. But that's not what they had in mind. These people that are supposed to be here to help us, the children's services, are supposed to offer us support and help us do what we need to do to be parents, to be families. But I've never had any of that from my social worker. They come round, they done assessments, and they try and say what type of parent you can be by questions on your past. The past has nothing to do with our future. The past is past. We can change our future, we can't change our past. So why are we being judged on questions of our past, on whether we are capable parents or not? How is that system fair to us? You know, from the second they get hold of our children, whether it be temporary foster care or just normal foster care, the second they get their hands on our children, they already have it set that that child is going up for adoption. Because believe it or not, you can sit there and you can say that I'm lying, but the children's social services, they have adoption quotas they have to fill each year. They fill them quotas, they get a hefty bonus for themselves at the end of the year. That is why we are scared into silence by them. It has taken me this long to get the courage to make a video against him, to even say anything against him, because they told me that to speak out against them would be to already sign away my child. When technically you've already signed him away anyway. The second you turn to the social for help, you've signed your child away to him. But they don't explain that to us. They come to you and offer you everything that you think you need. But then they'll start picking up on things, saying, oh, this isn't tidy, this isn't suitable. And then before you know it, you're on a child protection plan. And they'll still pick out faults, and then a few months down the line you'll be on a child in need plan. And the process will continue again. They'll be picking out faults left, right and centre, things that aren't by the book. We have to raise our children by the book. If not, and you turn to the social for help, you might as well say goodbye to your child now. But if we was to actually get the courage to take a stand against the corruption that is the social, we can take a stand to get the system right again. There is too much going on in the social that shouldn't be happening. I mean, they've already made their mindset that my daughter is going into adoption. They had their mind made up on the 23rd of August when we were first taken into that hospital. They already had their mind made up. So why allow me the contact, almost a year's worth of contact with my child, when you're suddenly going to rip her away from me? The social do not help our children. They are mentally abusing our children. And they are getting away with it. They are getting away with lying in reports. They are getting away with failing everyone in your family on assessments. Because there is no way can 6 or 7 people in my family, including my child's dad's family, fail. That is impossible. Not everyone can fail. Because technically that means to fail the grandparents means that they failed at raising us as children. Which they did not. Why are the systems running like this? Why are we being made to suffer? Why is my little girl being made to suffer? That is the main problem here. It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter what I'm going through. What matters is that 2-year-old little girl who is suffering because of these people. She is suffering every day. To take a child away from their mother when they have done no wrong, it's like taking that child's life away. The system doesn't work. Nor will it continue. It just won't work unless we take a stand together. Anyone else who is involved with the social, who are watching this, that are hearing what I'm saying, then please don't hesitate to contact me. Because one person alone, it is going to be an almighty mission to take them down. But it's like the saying, united we stand. Together, those of us that have been made to suffer by these people, those of us whose children are being mentally abused and pushed aside like they don't matter by these people, we need to stand together. You need to go to your local MPs, you need to explain your situation, what is going on. You need to name and shame through papers, magazines, internet, anything you can. Name and shame your workers, name and shame the people that are corrupting the system. We need to deal with this, and we need to deal with this today. Now is the time to act before too many people are torn apart by them. They're not here to keep families together, they're here to tear us apart. I know that a lot of people are angry and are always confused as to where their feelings actually lie, but one thing you have to remember is no matter how depressed you are, how much you feel like you can't hold on, you need to push your own feelings aside, because our feelings do not matter in this case. It is the feelings of our children, our generation needs to understand this. It is our children that matter. They are the next generation to come. It is our children that are going to carry on our bloodlines, that are going to live life and make the world hopefully a better place. We don't know what our children could accomplish in life. But with the people in social services corrupting the system, they're not going to get to do that. They're going to end up messed up. They're going to mess our children up, carting them from home to home. And then these adoptive parents could possibly be turning around and telling our children that we don't love them, that we freely handed them over. For all we know, by the time our children turn 18 years, they won't want to even find us. Because these people would have bled just pure poison into our children and made them believe that we don't care. When we do. It's just that we are scared into silence by the social. The only reason I'm speaking out now is because I have nothing to lose now. We need to fight him. And we need to fight him now. So please, like this video, favourite this video, send it around the entire internet, send it to everyone you know. If you're in this situation, I'll leave my Twitter account below so you can contact me, or you can inbox me on here on YouTube. So as I said before, united we stand, united we can change the system.